Today we're going to be talking about the intro to my book entitled The Game Changer.
These women were his prey.
This is a case about an abuse of power,
Abuse of authority, abuse of trust, a playground for the worst kind of predator. And for approximately 30 years, he had unfettered access to these women. They trusted him as an adult, as an authority figure, and most importantly, as a doctor. They respected the man in the white coat.
USC. 4 women are coming forward publicly for the first time in an ABC News exclusive. They're accusing a USC doctor of abuse, and this morning, more than 50 women are suing both the doctor and the university.
The Game Changer. That's the introduction to my book. This is talking about the one case that had a profound impact on the direction of my law firm. And there's no question what that case was. Our litigation versus the University of Southern California.
Was initially arrested in June 2019, pleading not guilty to 35 criminal charges.
One of the biggest challenges we face with this, our lack of experience and lack of money to represent our clients to the fullest. At this particular point in time, we had signed over 100 clients that all had very similar abuse stories against this university.
abused these women, generations of women, for approximately 30 years, but he wouldn't have gotten away with it if USC had stepped up. They were protecting a predator.
But one of the biggest problems that we had, other than
being across the country,
having no experience, having no money, the university was not taking this case seriously because some of the cases had happened many, many years ago, and so they were barred by statute. So what were we going to do to help these survivors? Because the law was also against them. Let's think about it. They're scared. The school was against them, failed to protect them. The law was against them. They had 3 strikes against them. So what we decided to do was to bring in another firm with more experience to help us. And so we approached other firms that had millions of more dollars, that had lots of more experience. Hey, get on board. Let's work this case together. Let's fight for these survivors together. And you know what we found? No one would take this case.
The new lawsuit alleges the University of Southern California concealed years of complaints about Tyndall, including from several female nurses who the plaintiffs allege witnessed his behavior. Telling ABC News, Dr. Tyndall is confident that when all the facts are known, it will be clear that his practice of medicine was consistent with the standard of care for such examinations.
No one would take on this fight. I'm like, why? What's going on here? Look at the survivors. Look at the problems they were going through. Look what they've experienced. No, Darren, it's too difficult. No, Darren, the law's against you. No, Darren, we don't have the bandwidth to address these issues. Every step of the way, the answer was no. So the question was, what do I do? Do we just drop these clients and just let them go on their way? And the answer was no. And regardless of what these other law firms decided to do, I was going to get involved. And so we made the decision at our firm to move forward with this case without anybody else's help and take on this fight ourselves.
Breaking tonight, the largest sex abuse settlement ever against any college or university in this country. An additional $850 million will now go to hundreds of women who said they were sexually abused by former University of Southern California campus gynecologist George Tyndall.
Was initially arrested in June 2019, pleading not guilty to 35 criminal charges. He's due back in court tomorrow.
Tonight, USC's president released a statement. In it, she says that she is, quote, deeply sorry for the pain experienced by the women and hopes the settlement provides some relief. But I can tell you, we were listening to a press conference held a little bit earlier today where the victim said there is no amount of money that can make up for what Tyndall did. Major?
No amount of money. Jamie Yukas, thank you.
So this case was a game changer for us because we took on the fight. We took on this storied university and we beat them. And we changed the law and we made it better for our clients. So with that, I had so much confidence with regards to being able to fight for our clients, trailblazing and changing the law for the better for our clients, and letting other lawyers know, even with minimal experience, even if you're across the country, even if you're of a different skin color than other lawyers, you can overcome things and make things better for society at large. Guys, if you get a chance, grab my book, read my book. It has many stories much like this. Teaching you how to think differently, teaching you how to deal with challenges, with problems, and how, more importantly, how to overcome those things and make them a benefit for yourself and for your clients. Thank you for listening. I'd love to hear your comments and thoughts with regards to our story. Tell me what you think about my book. The link is in the description below. I thank you for listening, and I'm attorney D. Miller, and I've got to remind you one more time. This is DLAW.